Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about March a bit, and as well, upcoming Cyrene. The reason being, this V3 beta has some people on fire with their feels crafting, right? So it is a fact that basically March has slower Memoria stacking, and she doesn't gain energy as quickly as compared to before. However, her multipliers have received such an insane fucking nerf that if you were to compare March with the same amount of Memoria to V1 March with the same amount of Memoria, and they both did the same hit against the same mobs, she seems to do around 70+% more damage in her hyper carry with Hyacine compared to before, right? So please don't get it twisted. Her damage numbers have been massively buffed, not even slightly, massively buffed. However, some people are over exaggerating this issue with her energy gen and her Memoria gen, right? Now, let's talk about what has already been data mined from HomDG on their website. As you can see, this was last updated in July 20th, right? So they leaked March and Dan Heng. However, they also had something for Cyrene. Remembrance Path support character, skill targets all allies, has multiple memo sprite skills that targets all allies. Now, why does this matter for March? It's because a big reason for her energy loss in the current version is the fact that she used to gain 30 energy when Eevee exploded, but now she gains 5 energy whenever her memo sprite or anyone on her team's memo sprite uses an ability. So this means Cyrene's multiple memo sprite skills that target all allies would regen 5 energy for March. And I'd like to say this real quick. RMC's memo sprite already gives 5 energy as well for March, and so does Ika whenever it attacks mobs, right? So basically what they're doing with this March V3 is it seems like, oh my god, this light cone is a must pull, I need it for the energy gen, when in reality some of this energy gen that she lost out on will be able to be made up for with her best in slot support being Cyrene. I'd also like to add there is another leak, although not as reliable, a bit ago, that Cyrene would also have an HP burn mechanic, which would also increase March's Memoria stacking more. And now, with Cyrene on the team, her Memoria stacking in ER gen would be similar to V1 with Tribby, but because of the insane buff she got in V3, she would be dishing out way more fucking damage, right? And what has been the main leak that we have been told for so fucking long now about March's main DPS performance? It was, oh, it's not going to be anything special on launch, but when she gets Cyrene, then she can compete with the top tiers and be elevated to a different level once Cyrene releases, right? So what is likely going to happen and why they made these V3 changes is these V3 changes are completely made with having Cyrene in mind as her best in slot teammate. Now, maybe you just absolutely hate this. I mean, I don't blame you. They're selling teammates, but this is literally exactly what they're doing for Cassie. So they're just taking advantage of it and being like, hey, you want to run main DPS March? Then you also need to pull Cyrene and Hyacine to play her as optimally as possible, and her light cone will likely just be a premium pull or to have like 100% darkest riddle state ult uptime, right? So just a quick video on the current dooming going around V3 March without any feels crafting, according to TCR, and as well from me comparing videos between different versions, 70% stronger is what Evernight seems to be now if she can get near the same level of Memoria, right? The only problem is slower ER gen and slower Memoria stacking, but as mentioned in this video, Given HomDG Cat's data mined, at the minimum, Cyrene should massively help March's ER gen, and the only slight problem should be her Memoria gen. Right. So, love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. And peace out.